Apple's products generally cost much more than those from its rivals. While at first it looks like Apple is taking advantage of its brand name, there's much more to it pricing that meets the eye. Factors like Apple's exclusive ecosystem, privacy policy, marketing costs, and high resale value also contribute to a product's high price. In today's video, we'll discuss crazy reasons Apple products are so expensive. Stay tuned to find out. Number 5. Apple's ecosystem. In tech, an ecosystem loosely applies to a set of individual devices that complement each other to form a bigger and more useful unit. Take the example of iPhone and MacBook. While both are unique devices, if used together, they can increase each other's usability and enhance the overall experience. Apple's ecosystem is different from other firms because Apple devices generally connect with other Apple devices and work really well while doing so. The more a user dives into the ecosystem by adding more and more Apple products to the deck, the more rewarding it becomes. This and the system's exclusivity contribute mainly to the premium prices for Apple's products because users are ready to pay more for an improved experience and to get gadgets that work with what they already own. Number 4. Marketing and support costs. Product cost is almost a combination of direct material costs, direct labor costs, and manufacturing overhead costs. Here, as you can see, there's no opinion of marketing costs and post-purchase service costs, which a firm has to spend to sell their products and retain customers. The same goes for Apple, as well as production costs. The firm spends a lot on marketing and support. All the Apple stores are a way of marketing Apple products, and they cost a lot. They have iconic infrastructure, they are full of experts, and they give an excellent way to interact with the products. And there is Apple Support too, where you can contact technical service agents to troubleshoot issues with your devices and ask the questions you want to. Apple is remembered for releasing some of the most stunning and groundbreaking commercials we've ever seen. All of this and countless other factors are costs other than product costs that say why Apple charges so much. To just say that it costs Apple $400 to produce an iPhone and the remaining $600 is profit would be misleading. Number 3. Innovation. Apple's technological innovation is another reason why its products cost more. The recent origin of the M1 CPU chips is a good example. By replacing Intel's CPU with Apple's own ARM-based silicon, not only did Apple get promising performance out of its Macs and iPads, but it also revolutionized the CPU industry, and Apple has been doing this for a long time. The iPod being a classic representation, this behavior has placed Apple as a thought leader in Silicon Valley. To keep leading the tech industry, Apple has to invest heavily into research and development of modern technology. According to reports, its R&D budget has recently been as much as $20 billion. If you're liking this content so far, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Now let's continue. Number 2. Privacy. Apple also charges so much because it doesn't sell user data to profit, like many other firms, and it also doesn't come preloaded with user tracking software. Instead of selling user data, Apple charges users more. With rising awareness of advertisers tracking users, Apple is cashing in on the fact that privacy is important. This doesn't mean that Apple doesn't track you at all. It does so to enhance its own services and products, which makes great sense. Without feedback, the company cannot tailor products to suit its users so well. Number 1. Free operating systems, applications, and updates. Apple's operating systems get one major upgrade a year and lots of smaller point updates throughout the year. Compare this to Windows's releases, which comes after every few years and often expect payment. However, Microsoft has made the upgrade from older Windows editions to Windows 11 free. You still have tons of in-app purchases that cost a lot, like the Office Suite. With Windows laptops, you have to purchase the Office Suite to get the workspace tools, and their new editions aren't free either. You have to buy them too. Whereas with macOS, you get Pages, Numbers, and Keynote for free and get free updates for them as well. The firm has to invest heavily to keep this software free. By charging more from the buyer, Apple creates this investment. Here is an additional reason why Apple products are so expensive. branding. By introducing products across various categories like watches, phones, computers, earphones, notepads, and even coronavirus masks, Apple has become more of a lifestyle brand. Add this to the detailed elements, premium feel, and perceived value of Apple's products, it's a luxury lifestyle brand where acquiring its products is a symbol of status and a luxury lifestyle. Users who are in this lifestyle wish to keep it and are happy to pay the price. Those who are not want this lifestyle and are also prepared to pay what Apple needs. These are the reasons why Apple products manage to cost more than other products. The prices may not always be practical like in the case of the $1,000 Apple Pro stand, but what matters is that the products still sell a lot. However, this doesn't mean that you have to spend too much to obtain them. For instance, you can save money while purchasing an iPhone by not buying the latest model and by going for a refurbished one. However, the product will not be all new, but the experience will be intact.